Dark here, and I have a UU tier battle here for you guys. It's versus Lyriix of T-Flare and YouTube. It's actually from about the end of June 2010. I lost the file and I meant to upload it last summer, so I'm going to upload it now. So as I said, it's a UU tier battle. I lead with Blasted and he leads with Claymore. And he's going to trick me the Choice Scarf as I lock myself into Stealth Rocks now, as he gets my lefties. So when I have to switch out, and I go into Magic King, I switch out Predict, well, I was forced to switch out, but I was thinking he'd Rapid Spin, but he doesn't. He puts up his own rocks, so I'm like, oh, sad face. Because this, going here for the Calm Mind, I should have known that was a Choice Banded Bayonet, but I thought there was an off chance it wasn't. But, you know, it completely wrecks my Magic King. So, because of I went for the Calm Mind instead of just going straight for the Shadow Ball that probably would have really dented or taken out that Show Me Love, you know, I lose my Magic King. So I go back out into Blasted, knowing it could take a couple Shadow Sneaks, or maybe 3. And I go for the Psychic. And I get the special defense drop. So he switches out and goes into Claymore. And I should have switched out, predicting that switch, but I didn't. There's a ton of switching in this battle. And he takes that Psychic like a boss, even after, you know, he pretty much absorbs all of it back with the leftover. So I go back, I go out to my pink to gold, because it has Ice Beam, and I can actually hit him. As he goes for the Rapid, now he goes for the Rapid Spin. But both my Yuxi and my Registeel both have Stealth Rocks, so I'm not too worried. As long as I get rid of Claymore, it's good. So I go for the Calm Mind, as he goes for the Trick, which he must not have seen the Leftovers animation. Oh no, he must have, yeah. So I get my lefties back from Yuxi, he gets my lefties from my mesprit. So he switches, and goes out into BBB, and I go straight for the Substitute, because I was like, I don't want to get wrecked with the Crunch. And he has the Toxic Orb, and he has Quick Feet. It has to be Quick Feet, because he's outspeeding me. I don't think a Grand Bull can outspeed a mesprit, a timid mesprit. So I go straight for a +1 Psychic, which is going to not take him out, but put him in the health zone to where the Poison Orb will take him out, the damage. So it's like, hooray! So after my lefties, I'm munching. He's going to go back out into Show Me Love, and I'm going to actually go into my Eyewall, all my custom, no, actually go into Blasted. And he goes for a Shadow Sneak, and I think that takes out Blasted. Yeah, I didn't mean to go into Blasted. I meant to go into my Registeel, which I think I'm now going to go out into my Eyewall, all my custom, one of my 2 custom set Registeels. This is the second special attack. I go for the Stealth Rocks, because now I can get him back up. As I launch, I get my lefties. He switches, and he goes back out to Show Me Love, and I believe I went straight for the... No, I switched. There's so much switching in this. It's like Switch was 2010. So after getting Rocks damage, I'm going to switch back out into Eyewall, predicting the Shadow Sneak. Because I can take this like a boss. I mean, look at that. Like a boss. So now I'm going to force the switch again. And he goes out into Claymore as I go straight for the Flash Cannon. It's like, oh yeah, like that. And it does a decent bit, you know, because Registeel has the same base attack and special attack, and he has Charge Beam. So he can deal damage and get the chance to boost his special attack. So I go back out to pink to go predicting what would be the Earth Power, the Earthquake, what I thought would be. And he goes for another Rapid Spin. I'm like, oh my freaking god, I've got to kill this thing. So I believe he stays in finally. No, he switches and goes back out and to give it to me. He goes out and give it to me, his Scyther, and I predict that with an Ice Beam. I'm like, epic predictions! Because that Ice Beam is just gonna, I believe, wreck him. No, he gets the Salic Berry. I thought it was gonna wreck him. I was like, oh my god, it's gonna kill him. He goes for a Swords Dance, and I'm like, what? Because that had to be a misclick, because he would have either gone for the X-Scissor or the Aerial Ace. So I go for another Ice Beam and I take him out, so it's like, woot sauce. As he goes back out to Show Me Love, his Bayonet, I switch out and I'm going to go back into Eyewall All to predict that. So he tricks with a Choice Band, and I'm like, what? And he goes for the Pain Split. So it's like epic sad face there. I just go straight for the Flash Cannon. I was like, whatever, it's a stab move. I can still do some damage to him, and it actually does a real good fit. I'm like, oh yeah, that's perfect. He goes for another pain split. I'm like, oh my god, this thing is so annoying. He's like, I didn't want to switch into anything that was at full health because then he would get a lot of health back, maybe. And I go for another flash cannon and it almost takes him. It does take him out. It's like, woo-hoo-hoo. So he goes down to Huzurachi, his Polyrav. And I go out to Tito to get the Intimidate off. As he goes for the Sweet Kiss, and I'm like, what? What? So I switch, I go into Pink Gold, that's like random! Like, I was completely blown away, I was like, what? And he goes for the Attract, and I'm like, ah, ha, 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 genderless for the win. So I go for the Substitute. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna go for the Body Slam, yeah, and it doesn't, I don't think it breaks my sub here, it doesn't. So I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind now. It's like, oh, I can just set up on him and, you know, get myself to where I'm in more of a position to take him out. As he goes for another Body Slam, and it does break my Pink to Gold sub. So I think, I do believe, yeah, I go straight for the Stab, super effective psychic, because it's boosted now. I got +1 special attack, and it should take him out. And it does, so I'm like, woo-hoo-hoo. I believe that's the end of the game. No, there's one more Pokemon. What could it be? There's two more, actually. He goes into Next Ments, and I'm like, okay, I'll just go for the Psychic, because he's normal Psychic. Oh my god. Random. So he goes for the Crunch, and I don't think it takes me out. I don't know why not Ments, he gets to the defense drop. Why, Nintendo made Giraffe normal Psychic. Anyways, guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, Good Game Lyriix. Guys, go check out his YouTube channel and the T-Flare League, and